Have you ever wondered why some animals are seen not just as creatures, but as spiritual beings? What if a snake wasn't a symbol of danger, but of protection, wisdom, and even compassion? Let me tell you a story that has been passed down for over 2,500 years. It's a story not just of storm and shelter, but a profound transformation of the meeting between nature and enlightenment, a storm of Buddha and a serpent. The moment that changed everything after his awakening under the Bodhi tree. The Buddha continued to sit in deep meditation for several weeks. During the 6th week, as he meditated peacefully, a sudden storm rolled in, violent winds, relentless rain, thunder shaking the heavens. From beneath the earth rose a great being, Mukalinda, the Naga king. This mighty serpent coiled its body around the Buddha to shield him from the cold. Then, spreading his massive hood over the Buddha's head, he became a living umbrella against the storm. Not a word was spoken. No prayer was exchanged. Just the pure instinct of reverence, protection, and unity. Imagine this, a creature of the earth long feared and misunderstood, using its power not to strike, but to serve. The air is thick with rain and the scent of mud. The world trembles. And yet within this chaos, a moment of perfect harmony is born. The story of Mukalinda's act is more than symbolic. It is living poetry, a narrative that teaches us about humility, loyalty, and the mysterious ways in which the universe shelters those who walk the path of truth. This image has remained one of the most beloved and mysterious in all of Buddhist lore. Sculptures, paintings, and temple carvings across Southeast Asia immortalize the moment. It's more than art, it's a visual mantra, reminding us of the sacred bond between the awakened mind and the hidden forces of protection in the universe. The Naga, serpent of symbolism in Buddhist thought and Buddhist cosmology. Nagas are not merely snakes. They are semi-divine beings living in subterranean palaces and deep waters, guardians of treasures, both material and spiritual. They often represent the primal forces of nature, fluid, mysterious, and dual in character. Unlike the serpents of Western mythology, the Naga is not evil. It's a being of depth, transformation, and dual nature, connected to both the physical and the spiritual world. Nagas are believed to reside in Nagalokas, hidden realms beneath rivers, oceans, and mountains. In some cultures, they are believed to guard sacred texts, protect holy people, and sometimes challenge the arrogant or the unworthy. In the case of Mukalinda, the Naga's action is more than kindness. It's a sacred gesture. In protecting the Buddha, the Naga is recognizing the Dharma, the truth that flows through all beings. Some interpretations say that the Naga represents the unconscious mind, rising in reverence when the conscious mind finds clarity. Others see the coiling as symbolic of the Kundalini energy, spiritual force lying dormant, waiting to awaken. In tantric and esoteric traditions, serpents are often symbols of divine energy. Their movement is not linear, but spiral, representing the evolving path of spiritual awakening, whether literal or metaphorical. The image of the Naga reminds us, protection and wisdom can come from the most unexpected places, and what we fear may be what saves us. Beyond India, in cultures like Thailand, Laos, and Cambodia, Nagas are venerated at temple gates, believed to guard the threshold between the sacred and the profane. In Laos, the Naga is believed to dwell in the Mekong River, watching over the land and its people. This interweaving of spiritual symbolism and folklore gives the Naga not only mythical status, but psychological relevance. It stands for the parts of us we bury, the instinct, the fear, the desire, which, when honored and understood, can become protectors of the soul. What this story means for us today, we all have storms in life, chaos, fear, uncertainty, and we all seek shelter. But sometimes our protectors aren't what we expect. The Naga story tells us, even what appears frightening may be sacred. The serpent, often reviled, becomes the guardian. Likewise, in our own lives, the experiences we fear the most may hold the key to our growth. It's also a story of stillness within motion. The Buddha doesn't react to the storm. He doesn't flinch. His serenity calls forth help, not through command, but through presence. How often do we try to control everything, instead of being deeply still and letting support rise? Mukulalinda's action teaches us about unseen loyalty, about devotion that asks for nothing in return, about the mysterious intelligence in the universe that responds when we are most aligned with truth. We often speak of finding peace by changing our environment, but this story suggests the opposite. Find peace within, and the environment will reshape around you. When we face the storms of anxiety, grief, illness, or loss, can we sit still like the Buddha? Can we trust that some force, within or without, will come forward? Perhaps the Naga is not outside of us. Perhaps it's the instinct deep inside that rises when we refuse to abandon our spiritual seat. From myth to meditation, living with the Naga's wisdom, we don't need to believe in mythical serpents to apply this story to our lives. The real teaching lies in how we embody its message. First, how do we respond to others in storm? Do we recoil or do we protect? Second, do we allow the mysterious, the misunderstood, the ancient parts of ourselves to rise and serve our higher purpose? Every one of us carries both the Buddha and the Naga within, the stillness that heals and the instinct that protects. Let this image stay with you. Storm raging, a being meditating, and a serpent embracing both. In meditation, we can reflect on this sacred imagery. Visualize your fears as the storm. Visualize your awareness as the Buddha. And visualize your own deep resilience rising like the Naga, wrapping you in protection and compassion. Even in silence, we can remember, true devotion needs no words, just presence and the courage to show up. This story also invites us to be guardians, not of dogma, but of the sacred stillness within ourselves and others. Perhaps your friend, your child, your parent is facing a storm right now. Can you be the Naga? Before you go, I invite you to pause and reflect. Who has been your Naga in life? Who has shielded you without asking anything in return? Or perhaps you have been someone else's Naga, silently protecting those you love. Share your story in the comments. Let others feel your insight. And if this tale touched you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might be facing a storm today. May you be peaceful. May you be protected. May you be still, like the Buddha under the hood of the Naga.